What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new Civilization 5 AI only. We're going to go for a Europe map. I'll explain sort of the scenario, but we're going to try and get to one left on the big map. We'll see if it's possible. It's actually a slightly newer one from the new mod pack, but it is, yeah, so it's a slightly different Europe. I think Africa is a bit smaller than some of the other ones we've seen. There's also some wonders in sort of random places, or maybe there's another lake here, for example. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's a Europe map. There's only 11 civs though, so they're going to all be massive, essentially. And they're it's a mix between like some of the bigger empires that we've had throughout Europe, and then also just, you know, some thrown in to fit the map, make it a bit more exciting. So for example, I put the Huns in just to give us someone over here, for example. That's just an example, but yeah, I mean, Assyria is another one. Like, could have been anyone, I guess, but yeah. But then you got we'll go through all the civs. We have England, France, we're back to deity, difficulty, domination, cultural victory types. We have Spain, Morocco, we have Rome, Germany, Poland, Sweden. Sweden and England have been given some of the text to let them get in the water a little bit sooner, so they're not trapped as well. We have Russia, and who else? We have the Huns, as mentioned, Ottomans, Greece, Assyria, and Egypt, and that's it. There's no one else. Those are the civs. They all have plenty of space. I think some have a tiny bit more than others. I have mountained off this region here just to make sure Russia doesn't get everything, but the rest of the map I left untouched, apart from this little corner where we watch as America today. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I did try, I know there's a lot of requests for the India regional game. I will try again for next time, but the mod pack, it won't show up. I looked in the mods, like the downloaded mods folder, and it wasn't in there. So yeah, and there was I couldn't find a link to download it manually. So if it's not working through the Steam Workshop to download it, obviously I can't get it. So I need to look into it more. But I did try, and that's definitely top of the list as soon as I can figure that one out, or if anyone knows how to do that. But yeah, I looked for it. It's not even on my PC. Like, I'm subscribed on Steam and stuff, but the file isn't there. Like, so I don't know where to find that. But maybe some of you guys will help me or know where that is. But what I'm going to do, we are on the Battle Royale mod again, so no info addicts. We're just going off a World Conquest attempt. Hopefully it will happen. Again, we'll try and force it, but it can get a bit messy. But we're going to try our very best, because there is only 11 civs, so maybe it's more possible than normal. But yeah, first 50 turns or so, I'm just going to whack on the auto end, because these civs are actually quite far apart. It's probably very unlikely we're going to get a war in the first 50 turns anyway, so we will begin. But yeah, I hope you're excited for this one. The last few have been slightly smaller maps, but yeah, this is still only 11 civs, so we'll see. They're all going to be, like I said, quite large, which is interesting. And yeah, we'll try our best to just go as far as it will let me possibly go and sort of keep them fighting. And we'll see what happens. But yeah, I think that was 11, unless I miscounted. So just see now. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, maybe a bit more than 11. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 civs. Sorry. Okay, well, still, you know, relatively a lot less than we're used to. But there we go. We begin. Already have some second cities. Germany, just nice and close, not going too far away. Same for Poland. Spain has just plopped down their second city, as has Sweden. Who else? The Ottomans have 2 already, nice and early, as do Assyria and Egypt as well. There we go. And now England with their second city as well. And now Greece. Everyone just getting those first few cities up. Who else? France just grabbed theirs, going more towards Germany. Morocco also grabbed theirs along the coast. The Huns and Russia now adding theirs as well. Huns pushing a bit north. Russia went towards the mountain wall. Fair enough, they're more than welcome. So that just leaves Rome, actually. Yet to pick a second spot, but there you go. They now have done that. So the Roman Empire begins as well. So everyone now on 2. And we'll probably see 3 fairly quickly because of, you know, deity difficulty. They'll be able to produce those pretty quickly, get through everything else that they want to do early on. And we'll see. It begins. What speed did I leave the game on? Just to check. It is on standard speed. As I said, domination and cultural victories are on. Load of culture groups there. I don't think, I think that just limits. I think you can use that if you're not familiar that with this mod pack. I think you can use that to limit who spawns if you put the like if you leave it on random what civs spawn. You can say, oh, I only want North American civs, for example, in the random. I think that's what that does. I'm not familiar, but I left them all on. Didn't mess with them at all. But there you go. First Pantheon. We will go through them all at turn 50. I think that seems like a good idea. By then most of them will probably have been picked. There probably won't be too many again because there's only 14 civs. But yeah, I'll go through all the Pantheons. People were quite interested in religion last time, so I'll pay close attention to the religion and social policies this game. It is going to slow down because of the size of the map. So we know that's coming. The Ottomans with the Temple of Artemis. I think that's the first wonder, unless I miss one, as we hit the 25 turn mark. And there are some wonders around. Ciro de Potosi here, for example. That's going to give 11 gold to the Ottomans, so that's super useful. Assyria also here, adding the city of Nimrud, as we get another Pantheon. That's Morocco. France now has 3 cities. Russia has 3 cities. The Huns have 3 cities. Assyria, we have already seen they have 3. The Ottomans have a settler there as well. Rome's just grabbed a 3rd towards the top, sort of Venice area. Germany also adding a 3rd, as Poland pushes towards Germany with their 3rd. Spain grabbed a 3rd as well on the North Iberian coast. And Morocco also grabbed a 3rd towards the desert. And Greece also with a 3rd and soon to be 4th city. Poland added Łódź as well, their 3rd. And a 4th already for Attila. He's made a quick start. Obviously a very early game. Aggressive Civ, we're pretty used to that. He's stealing all the Spanish city names so far. Two Spanish names there. Stolen away. It's quite funny. The Ottomans did add their 3rd with Ankara on the south coast of Anatolia. Greece have added Argos, their 4th city. Spain just got Stonehenge. England gets the Great Library. So that's good for religion in Spain and good for science in England. France for getting nearer to Germany as well with their 4th city. Russia now has 5 with Yaroslavl and Rostov added to the collection. I'm going to turn off the auto end pretty soon. Morocco completes the statue of Zeus and they're now up to 4 already. As I said, there's lots of space. They're all going to probably have at least 10 cities before anything crazy happens. I say that. There we go. Assyria v the Ottomans and a religion founded in Spain. Okay, we'll see what the Ottomans have got here. Assyria's got a good force, but it's very early. I'm seeing warriors and archers, and that's it. So it's a pretty equal fight then. Especially because you can defend with less numbers than you probably need to attack. They're going to have time to prepare. So we get our 2 religions, both in the western portion of the map, Morocco and Spain. The only 2 so far. I'm actually going to turn this off a little bit sooner because there's a lot going on. So Morocco, we saw their 4 cities and they founded Islam. We have Spain now with 4, but 2 settlers ready to be put down. France also with 4, and it looks like the direction of these Spain settlers means they're going to compete with France for the actual south part of France. England's still on 2. They might not have met anyone just yet though, so that obviously maybe limits them, but it does mean London is going to be a good city early on. Same for York. Germany's got their 4 here, as does Poland. Sweden has got 3 as they grab Helsinki quite far away. Russia we've seen with their 5. I think we could have done with 1 more civ in this region, but never mind. It will mean big Greece, big opportunities for Rome, Poland and Germany too. But yeah, maybe in Austria would have done well here, but it doesn't matter too much. It's all fine. Like I said, they've all got plenty of space. There's no excuses. Huns out here with their own 5 cities. Assyria, Ottomans, it is beginning, but I think the Ottomans will put up a decent defense. Those Assyrian units, even though they've just built some siege towers, they've got a long way to travel if they are to join in successfully. As Greece adds a 5th city, they've also locked off the Adriatic Sea, and they are going to be probably a good naval civ around this region as well. There's going to be quite a few naval battles, I feel, because all the civs are so big. Spain adds the city of Toledo, another one towards the north of Iberia. Right, we're going to do turn 50. Right, let's have a look at these 2 religions. I don't know if there's any more formable ones. Yep, there's 5 more, so there could be way more, but these 2 have obviously focused on it. Catholicism then is, let me just sort this. Catholicism, so Spain at the moment, but obviously it will spread, will have 10% faster food growth rate, so that's great. They're going to have big populations. They can buy cathedrals, which is faith, culture, and maybe something else. Apologies, I can't remember exactly what that is, but something else, I would guess, because there's a ... there. And then they're also going to get 2 gold for each city following this religion, so that's going to help their economy. Meanwhile, for Islam and Morocco, they will get 1 faith from the desert, so they're going to have a lot of faith to spend. Temples will give them happiness with cities with 5 followers, so that is going to help them out quite a bit if they can get to 5 in the desert. And each time they convert a city for the first time, they'll get a bit of gold. So there you go. You can see Spain, pretty similar between the two, but yeah, certainly Spain's going to be focused on food and gold, and then for Morocco it's more of a focus on gaining more faith, happiness, and a little bit of gold. But obviously this one probably not as strong. This one can kind of scale up forever. Or no, for each city maybe not, but you know, you have to spread it. But this one is only first converts, right? So if it may if you can't keep doing the same city over and over again, I'm sure you know what I mean. Rome has got quite a few cities. They are now up to 5 and have another settler ready to go. They also have their ballista units. I feel like there's a bit of a disadvantage to civs that have early game unique units because they are all so far apart. So sorry to them, but usually those are the ones that win all our games, so that seems fair. Egypt with the Mausoleum, Poland with the Parthenon, and then I just completely forgot after doing religions to do the social policies. See, you can tell I'm trying to find it. Okay, I'll get there. I know I even knew as I opened that menu it was the wrong one. Here we go, it is this one. So Assyria's picked 1 policy from liberty and then 2 from honor, so they've gone for a real mixed approach. Egypt focusing all out on tradition, which obviously will get them wonders quicker, for example. England has done patronage and aesthetics. There's no city-states, so I'm not sure about patronage. Not that they would have known that, but still. Pretty questionable choices there. 3 honor for both France and Germany. Liberty 1, honor 2, which is what Assyria picked. That's also what Greece picked. Huns just went honor for 3. Morocco's done 4 from the honor tree. Ottomans 2 from honor. Poland went liberty, as did Rome and Russia. 5, 4, and then 4 again for Russia. So those guys would have got the free settler by now, for example, unless they've left that till last. Piety for Spain, hence the good religion start. And then Sweden also went for 3 from patronage. Sweden and England, that lack of knowledge of what's going on, obviously hurting them. Sweden can definitely cross the water because this worker has managed to, unless it spawned there. Which, yeah, maybe it did. They should soon be able to at least cross. But I mean, there's plenty of territory for them. It's not a limiting factor yet. They're just playing bad. That's got to be it, really. I guess maybe it affects the AI not thinking they're alone in the world, but still. Yeah, they should really, you know. There's more than enough territory here for Sweden to have the most cities in the world, if they had have chosen to. Same goes for England. They could have easily had 7 or 8, and they haven't. So, that's their own faults, really. But they're kind of on, technically like on islands, both of them, because this one's not connected at the top. So obviously defensively, that comes with its own bonuses. Poland and Germany, I believe, are the first 2 civs to actually physically touch borders, although Greece and Rome, I think, do it as well down here, now that I see it. But we'll see how that goes. England do get the Great Lighthouse, which will be a great naval help for them, which could be their game, as they add Nottingham a bit further north here. 3rd city. But yeah, good start for them. They have a caravan that is internal. France now, why is everyone settling in straight lines? France with a big long line. Germany did have more of a sort of downwards line, but they've added a 5th city in Frankfurt. Poland is creeping round Germany towards France. I'm sure that won't end well. Rome has now grabbed lots of the bottom of Italy, and it looks like they're going to forward settle Greece here along this coast in the Baltics, Baltics, other side. Although Poland has settled a city up here in the Baltics, Poznan, and they're going for St. Petersburg, Russia. Meanwhile, much more bunched together as they add the city of Yakutsk and Yekaterinburg. 2 more. The Huns are adding a few more here towards the Caspian Sea and across towards Crimea as well. But yeah, good. That seems like a smart move from Rome. There's a lot of cities just went down in that turn. Poland added Szczecin here. I definitely butchered that, but I tried. North of Germany, I'm sure that will trigger a war in this region pretty soon. And they've added Gdansk here as another Baltic Sea port. I'm sure a lot of these random cities will get sort of swallowed up into the larger blobs that are nearby. Egypt, Heliopolis, right in the middle. But a good marker, right? It keeps Morocco, sort of says to Morocco, stay on your side. So, you know, that certainly helps. No one else founding a religion yet, just the two that already had them. Assyria adds the pyramids, which will give them some workers. Sweden gets the terracotta army, which gives them an extra copy of each unit. I think that's a bit of a waste, you know, in the whole world context. I think they got an extra warrior, an extra scout, and an extra composite bowman. But there you go. They also have a 4th settler up and ready to go. France is going to come settle down here, which should, you know, put a bit of pressure on Spain as Rome completes the Colossus wonder. And yeah, Greece settled towards them again and stole away the Sripada wonder, but there's another Roman city now in the Balkans. So I think Greece and Rome might be early enemies. Greece with a lot of hoplites. I imagine Rome might get their legion units fairly soon. Assyria did fail against the Ottomans. They defended well. Greece, seriously, you were 1 tile away. Why would you do it? Do I have a button? I've never done this before. I just want to see if it's possible. I'm not going to do it. Well, unless it's super easy. Is there a way that I can move this city? Like, is there? There must be a button in here. We need a Constantinople, don't we? We should have put Byzantium in instead of Greece, but there must be a way. I'm not going to do it because, you know, game integrity. But I just want to see. Your land, no. I'm pretty sure. Let me just go as Greece. I think I can do something. I don't know where it is. I guess I could just give them a settler, and then I think I can. There might be a button somewhere to destroy a city, like with one of these cities. And delete city. Okay, is there a move city? Hurry production, expand borders, heal, delete this city. I'm just checking. Look, we're not going to do it. Well, I'm tempted, but I'm not going to. I will let it be. It would be pretty cool though, wouldn't it? I've never. You know what? I just feel like if I delete it, they might not, you know, use the settler here again, and then we're just sort of deleting settlers over and over again. It's going to go too far. Well, no, I'm not going to do it. Just because, I think if I spawn the settler here, like respawn one in, they might just move it again, and then it becomes a bit unfair. Then we're just wasting their time and production and stuff that they could have got. So I'm going to be nice to them. I actually believe on this map you might still be able to settle here. Maybe not, but maybe. There are some pretty close cities out there, so it doesn't seem impossible. Up here, Berlin, 2 tiles. Maybe that limits it. Maybe that just prevents us. 1, yeah, I think it would have to be here or here, which would prevent a crossing. But oh well. You know, that can make things interesting too. It certainly might work in Greece's favour defensively. Or more likely against the Ottomans, but there you go. Egypt, another one to have had a bit of a slow start. I mean, they've certainly met other civs, so I'm surprised by that one. But there we go. Spain with tons of cities. When you compare them to England or Egypt, yeah, they've just added Murcia, Santiago, Valencia. Quite a few there. Germany v France, it begins, and a big German force approaching the city of Troyes in the northeast of France. There they are, about to add a city towards the, I'm guessing a coastal city along the channel towards England. They will probably meet England, who have met Sweden now for the first time, as I see a Swedish trireme and an English trireme as well. I think, are they some of the first triremes? See any others? Morocco's got one. Rome actually has a cargo ship going to Greece. Greece has a trireme as well. Okay, there's a few cargo ship units out there. Greece and Rome seem to have got the sort of the first civs to be doing naval trade with each other, which kind of makes sense. They're probably the closest over water. England adds the Great Wall. I mean, they've already got like a wall of water that was probably going to help them, but you know what? That seems like a smart idea if they've had a bit of a bad start. And it kind of just looks pretty cool, to be honest, when it's built in England. I don't know, like following the coast like that, it is pretty cool. France did add Marseille on the coast, and it looks like the first city to fall this game will be the city of Troyes, although France just did enough that turn to stop the German invasion. I think the problem with this early game kind of war is Germany is probably going to get backstabbed by Poland, so it's not really... Oh, I say that, the city actually did fall first. The Ottomans forward settled Assyria, which was very bold, and Assyria took that pretty comfortably. I'm curious as to where this settler ends up. France actually pieced out with Germany there, yeah, and I think Poland might have attacked them if they didn't. Chichen Itza for Poland as the Ottomans, yeah, that settler's going to back the hell up. He's like, no way am I crossing over there. No way. As we get third religion, Greece founding Eastern Orthodoxy. There we go, Greece. That might go well for them, to be honest. I know that Spain and Morocco certainly got a head start, but they're going to probably be competing with each other. Morocco doesn't actually have that many cities nearby that aren't Spain's. Like probably the 10. I don't know. Is there 10 there? There actually is 10 there. The 10 nearest cities to Morocco are all Spanish, and then there's this Egypt one that's a bit further. So it's going to be hard to, they'll be fighting each other with their religions, whereas Greece can probably get theirs a good foothold, certainly in Greece. Maybe try to convert Rome and Anatolia, the Ottomans, and Assyria, Egypt. They could certainly spread well in the east. So we'll see how that goes. But there we go, turn 83. It is time to make our picks. It is very difficult. There's certainly some who look bigger than others around the map. We've got Poland, Germany. I'm just going to go over all of them again so everyone has a fair choice. So here you have England. Sweden is up here, sort of spreading around, doing some cargo ship trading with Poland now. And they've also grabbed a city up here in the north. So I imagine they'll grab a lot more of this territory. Maybe Finland as well, once they can now cross over. Here is Russia, who are doing fine. Huns as well, with their 6 cities and quite a big army. I'm guessing this is going to go and try and attack one of these. I can't imagine it will go too well. Going through all the mountains, we have Assyria and the Ottomans. Greece as well. I'm sort of working my way around in a very awkward manner here. Here's Egypt. Much smaller, tradition-focused civ. Morocco out this way. Then we have big Spain. Yeah, Spain have nearly got all of Iberia already, so a really good fast start from them. A bit worrying for some of the other Europeans. Rome, and I think that's everyone. Sorry if I missed someone. France, Germany, and Poland here as well. Yeah, it looks like, well, maybe there's a peace deal here. But I'm going to go ahead and pick, I don't know. I didn't think I'd think about this. I'm going to pick Rome. We'll see how they do. I think they're doing quite well. They've got most of Italy in the same way that Spain have got most of Spain. I like this settling in the Balkans. It might not end well, but I think it was a smart move, cutting off Greece there, forcing Greece in a different path. I'm going to go with Rome. It's not the end of the world if I don't get it right, but good luck to everyone. Be sure to leave your pick in a comment down below. I hope you are excited for this series, and as I said, with the India one, we'll try and get that up and running next time. If anyone does know where I can find a link to directly download that would be amazing. That's fine. But yeah, like I said, I subscribed on the Steam Workshop, and it's not even shown up in the mods folder, so there's not anything I can actually kind of do with it. It's just not on my PC. So at the moment, as far as I'm aware, there's no way for me to actually get that mod. But thank you so much for watching. As always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe as well if you are new to the channel. I believe as I start this one, we are officially on the path from 1,900 to 2,000 subscribers, which will be a huge milestone. So that's pretty awesome. Welcome to everyone who's subscribed in the last few weeks, and we'll see you in the next one.